This is Saints 4 Takeaways, sponsored by American Men Roofing.
Yeah, the level of frustration in New Orleans is high, and it's rising. Sunday, after the postgame Q&As, I interviewed our Saints analyst, Nick Underhill, for 4th Down on 4. I asked Nick, how gloomy should Saints fans feel right now? Now, nobody's happy at 2-4. No Saints fans are booking Super Bowl hotel rooms right now. But how gloomy is a good question right now? And Nick said, and I love this, he said, it depends on whether you think it's partly cloudy or partly sunny, because those two realities exist simultaneously. The fact is the Saints offense did a lot of things right and absolutely took steps in a positive direction. It's also equally true that bad teams find ways to lose, and the Saints found a new way to lose on Sunday. The level of gloomy is up to you. But let's start with a fact. At number 4, the Saints ran the ball extremely well. The Bengals were 7th in the NFL, allowing less than 100 yards a game rushing. Sunday, the Saints ran for 228 yards. They're now the 7th best rushing team in the NFL, and they're trending up. They controlled time of possession. They converted a terrific 47% of their third downs. If they did that every week, that would be top 5 in the league, and they did not turn the ball over. Now, whether you're partly cloudy or partly sunny, there were significant positive strides forward offensively, and the Saints did that against the defending AFC champions. But at number 3, what did not go so well on both sides of the ball was red zone efficiency. Offensively, the Saints got it into the Bengals' red zone 5 times and got just 1 touchdown. 20% is horrible, like worst in the league horrible, and this is a new problem. Before the game, the Saints got touchdowns on 80% of their red zone trips, and even after the game, they're still 6th best in the NFL at 65%. A new problem, as in this was a new way to lose, and defensively too. The Bengals were 3 for 3 in the red zone. That's horrible defensively. 1 came on a 3rd and goal at the 9. 1 came on a 3rd and 8 at the 19. You have to get stops in those situations. Now look, some of that is Joe Burrow is a terrific quarterback. He found ways to escape and make plays, and this was not a problem in the first 5 games. In fact, before this game, the Saints were only allowing touchdowns on a 1/3 of red zone trips. Cincinnati was 3 for 3, another new way to lose. At number 2, and I think the most alarming thing of all, the Saints defense has not been the unit we thought that they were. They are now 28th in the NFL in points allowed. That is just way too many. 19th in sacks, 23rd in takeaways, and opposing quarterbacks are having great success against them. They're 24th in the opposition's quarterback rating. And bottom line, these are not the numbers of a playoff team. They're significantly below average across the board. And for all the talk about the offensive problems and the injuries, all of this, if it doesn't turn around, the Saints aren't getting close to the playoffs. So we're back to where we started. How gloomy are you? Bad teams find ways to lose. This week, some really inopportune missed tackles and red zone rottenness were the culprits. But here's the partly sunny to end this thing on. The NFC South is a mess. Even shooting themselves in the foot multiple times, the Saints are 1 game out of first place in their next 9 games. You know how many teams the Saints play with winning records right now? 0. You know how many of these teams are better than Cincinnati? That's an opinion question, but I think none. And if you saw the game, you know the Saints were not overmatched. They outgained the Bengals by 51 yards. They won the turnover battle. They still lost the game. Over the next 9 games, they will not be overmatched. The question, will they keep finding ways to lose, or will they build on the positives and win a chunk of those games? Partly sunny or partly cloudy, it's your call. And that's my 4 takeaways from the frustrating loss to the Bengals.